Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Wherever you are joining us from, good afternoon or good evening. We are excited you are here. We are taking off in a minute, and we would be discussing information on HR certification. So see you in a minute.
93% of the world's leading multinationals companies prefer certified professionals because they tend to be more committed to higher standards and ethics and maintain an informed intercultural competency. Whether you are seeking to build a career or to upgrade your HR professional career, you need to get trained and certified at the HR Certification Center today. Our experience in training and certifying HR professionals is unparalleled. We are trusted to offer a comprehensive portfolio of advanced professional credentials for the HR professionals worldwide. And today, more than 500,000 HR professionals worldwide in 125 plus countries proudly maintain our credentials as a mark of higher professional distinction. HR Certification Center. Call or send a WhatsApp message to +233 244 822 855.
All right, so welcome once again to all of you. For those of you joining us via Facebook, you are welcome. Wherever you are joining us from, is a good afternoon or a good evening. My name is Pearl Amwamponsa, the course administrator for HR Certification Center. And this afternoon, we are here with you to discuss issues pertaining HR certification. And we have our guests to do that with us. Just a few reminders. Everyone on Zoom, you are muted for obvious reasons. We do not want the interruptions here and there. And so we introduce to you the chat button. You have your chat button. So if you have any comments, you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat session. For those of you watching us on Facebook, feel free to use the comment session. Our officers will be online to take your questions and redirect them appropriately so that the guests can answer all your questions. At this moment, we want you to share the link with your colleagues, your friends, so they can join us online, because we are starting with our information session. So this afternoon, we have our guest, Dr. Jeff Kwame Bassey, to take us through the information session. Dr. Jeff Bassey is a lecturer and management consultant. He is also a certified professional, and he doubles as the country director for global HR certification. And so this afternoon, we want to welcome Dr. Jeff Bassey to take us through the session. The session is timed for 1 hour with presentations. So he will take 1 hour to do the presentation, after which we will open up for questions and answers. So prep all your questions. Immediately the session is open for Q&A. You type in your questions, we will read them appropriately, and then he would answer. For those of you on Facebook, like I said, put your questions in the comment sections. We will pick all of them and respond appropriately. So in a minute, our guest will be with us. Thank you.
93% of the world's leading multinationals companies prefer certified professionals because they tend to be more committed to higher standards and ethics and maintain an informed intercultural competency. Whether you are seeking to build a career or to upgrade your HR professional career, you need to get trained and certified at the HR Certification Center today. Our experience in training and certifying HR professionals is unparalleled. We are trusted to offer a comprehensive portfolio of advanced professional credentials for the HR professionals worldwide. And today, more than 500,000 HR professionals worldwide in 125 plus countries proudly maintain our credentials as a mark of higher professional distinction. HR Certification Center. Call or send a WhatsApp message to +233 244 822 855.
All right, and very good afternoon, good evening, and perhaps a good morning to you all, depending on which part of the world you are joining us from. We appreciate your time to join us this afternoon. And may I say congratulations for taking the steps of beginning your journey to your Global Professional Certification in Human Resources. You would kindly bear with me with my voice. I'm just recovering from a common cold. And so my voice is not the best this afternoon. The administrator did mention that I would be taking an hour to do the presentation. Thereafter, we take questions. I will try my best to do the presentation under 1 hour, and then we take in your questions as quickly as possible. This weekend, you have a lot of other things doing, just so you can go back to your various duties or whatever you are having for the weekend. So what is the purpose of gathering this afternoon? As mentioned to you, I'm Jeff Kwame Bassey is my name, and I happen to be the country director for the HR certificate, the Global HR Certification. We represent the Ghanaian or Ghana to certify people or prepare people to be certified by the global body. Our objective is to understand the roadmap that leads to the HR professional certification. So that is our objective for this afternoon. Now, what certifications are we talking about? Like the administrator did mention, we are not going to take questions until the session is over. So probably those of you raising your hands or typing in questions, we were not in the position of responding to your questions now. We will do that when the presentation is over. And so you just make use of the chat column, you type in your question, and after the presentation, we would take we'll read out your questions and appropriately provide answers. Now, I must note that this is our 28th cohort. We have been running this session for some 27 times. The 27th batch are just about ending their session, while you will be having a new session starting from the 11th of September, and that is the 28th batch or the 28th cohort. We do we've done 27 sessions. Now, what certifications are we here to talk about? Just as anybody would call himself or herself a chartered accountant in the field of finance or accounting, or anybody would refer to himself as a chartered banker or chartered marketer, it's the same thing we're talking about here. We lead you in your understanding of the professional HR certification, the global certification, akin to, or that which can be likened to maybe ACCA Global, except that it is recognized in every country. Now, there are 3 certifications we're going to be talking about this afternoon. As a brief overview, we'll make time to walk you through the qualifications for each of the certifications, what the content areas look like, who qualifies into any of the areas. We'll be looking at the benefits that come with professional certifications. And then maybe ultimately we'll be looking at how are the professional certification exams conducted. How do you pass? And if you pass, you become a certified HR professional. What is the level of credibility or respect that comes with this qualification, especially within the corporate arena? Now, just as ACCA is recognized globally, except that it's headquartered or it emanated from the UK, this course is also recognized globally, but started off from the United States of America. Indeed, it's expedient to note that there are different certification bodies around the world. There is the CIPD from the UK, there is the SHRM, there is the HRCI, that is the one we are with, and we issue out the Associate Professional in Human Resource, the international version, the Professional in Human Resource itself, the international version, and the Senior Professional in Human Resource, the international version, all coming from the HRCI. And there is also one in Canada, about 5 professional HR professional bodies in the world. And I think it is refreshing to note that this is the oldest professional body. The one we are advertising or we represent in Ghana is the oldest professional body. So they are all globally recognized qualifications from the HRCI, Human Resource Certification Institute, USA. You can check them out or check the professional body out online, hrci.org, hrci.org. Now, as of the last count, the professional body had certified well over 500,000, that is 504,216 PHRs around the world. Some, 100 and something thousand of the APHR, the associate professionals, and some 300,000 SPHRs. I mean, well over 1 million people around the world are certified or holding this professional certification. The professional body is recognized in more than 125 countries and still counting, including Ghana. In Ghana, almost all the key HRs went through us to become globally certified HRs, be it MTN, Bank of Ghana, Carl Bank, Ghana Airport Company, Marriott Hotel, Newmont, all those guys went through us to become certified. Now, in Ghana here, like I mentioned, the HR Certification Center is the approved provider representing the global professional body in Ghana. And those of you who have played ball with us in time past or have been searching us for some time now, you can just visit PHR Global. PHR stands for Professional Human Resource. So www.phrglobal.com, and that is the local website where you can read more information about us. That is just a certificate to prove that we are the approved providers representing the professional body in Ghana. It's an approved provider status that we renew once every year. The rigor to have the sole representation of the professional body have not been a joke, but that's about it. Now let's go on. So as I indicated earlier on, all manner of companies have either sponsored their HRs or private individuals have sponsored themselves into our professional certification courses in all the 27 batches or cohorts that we have run so far. Now, what is the value of professional certifications? Be it a chartered accountant, being a chartered marketer, chartered banker. These days, all manner of professionals are going into certifications. Today, we have chartered economists, we have chartered surveyors, chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supply, and what have you. What does professional certification come with? What is the value? Why don't you just go to school and your first degree, as many of you have already, because it's our requirement, or your second degree, which is a master's, and then go to bed? Why bother yourself to become a certified or a chartered professional in human resources? Please, let's all try to pay attention to our devices. Those of you who are raising your hands here and there, we mentioned that at the end of the presentation, we will address all your questions. So just make use of the chat box, put in your question, and when we end, we'll provide answers to you. Generally, be it professional certification in accounting or in HR or marketing or banking or surveying or economics or any other professional area, purchasing and supply and what have you, the value that comes with professional certifications are: one, it is a demonstration of mastery and commitment to professional ethics and standards. Professional qualification is a demonstration of mastery. It will not matter how much you go to school as an accounting professional, be it first degree, second degree, even a PhD. if you don't sit for a professional course and pass the professional exam, and if you may, admitted into the professional body of practitioners of accounting, you cannot be recognized as a chartered accountant, and chances are that you are not expected to have gained mastery over the program. I mean, though some of us have different other backgrounds, I am a trained accountant before veering into HR. So I read accounting for first degree, and I wasn't too sure if I was actually an accountant until I have to go through the professional certification. So it's a demonstration of mastery. That is what it tells your employer. That is what it tells the corporate world. And then also it is a sign that you have commitment to professional ethics and standards. So just as all professionals belong to professional bodies, be it lawyers who are members of the Ghana Bar Association, or medical doctors who are members of the Ghana Medical Association, or accountants who are members of the Association of Certified Chartered Accountants. All these bodies do have, ethics and standards, which gives confidence to the employer in dealing with you, because it is assumed that you owe allegiance to a professional body who hold you to the highest form of professional standard. And so the employer is safe because we're likely not to be reckless on the job or have professional negligence. The second value that comes with professional certifications are that it positions you, it gives you the technical expertise to be able to respond to the key issues. And those of you who have followed us on our interviews, executive interviews we granted to Joy FM and City FM and the rest, we had mentioned or had normally shared the story of how I serve as consultant to quite a number of companies, at least 128 companies. One of them is a telecommunication company in the Republic of Ghana, and I happen to be their labor consultant. Now, a staff who had misconducted himself in one of the technical unit or department would be put on suspension by the head of department. And the head of department will later bring the issue to the notice of management. Management will form a committee to investigate the offense. And eventually the gentleman was found guilty. And so they thought that they wanted to terminate. It was a case of stealing. They wanted to terminate the employee. And so they would call me for advice, and I told them they were not going to go ahead with that termination. Now, the conventional wisdom is that you are not supposed to have suspended the employee. What you're supposed to have done was to have interdicted the employee. Suspension is a disciplinary punishment or sanction. And in law, you don't punish a person twice for the same offense. That is what we call double jeopardy. Now, because interdiction is not mentioned categorically in the Labor Act of Ghana, Act 651/2003, it is only addressed in the supporting legislation. A lot of employers and HRs would rather suspend instead of interdicting. Interdiction is stand aside so you don't interfere with investigation. And by the law, you are supposed to not pay the employee less than half the employee's pay. You investigate, and thereafter, you can then punish. But once you give suspension, the employee has been punished already, and you cannot go ahead to punish the employee the second time by terminating. If they had gone ahead with that termination, I'm sure the employee would have sued, and chances are that the employee would prevail. Now, professional certifications position you because we discuss the key practical issues and not the theoretical, academic issues. Theories, are good because they provide a background to understand the issues. But when it comes to questions of whether you have technical expertise to respond to key issues, your practical training, practice is hot, or skill is what puts you one step ahead. The final benefit of value of professional certifications, particularly one like this, which is an international or global certifications, is that it positions you and gives you what we call cross-cultural competence. As you and I know, most of the successful companies in Ghana turn out to be multinational firms. Talk about the MTNs, the Absa, the Newmonts, the Stanbic banks, and all those companies tend to be multinationals. That is not to say that we do not have indigenous Ghanaian firms that are successful. There are, all right. However, most of the successful firms tend to be the multinational, and they tend to be more attracted to the global certifications because then your knowledge of human resource management cut across boundaries of one country. And so you tend to be better positioned for international assignments. And if you like to liaise with other HR officers in other countries. So there are times where you never know where God will take you, where you can be the global HR of a company that is in 4, 5, 10, if not 20 countries. Now, for all of these reasons I had mentioned, certified professionals are more preferred by employers over non-certified, degree holders, right? So we're going to take you through 6 different models. The course comes with 6 models, whether it is the APHR, Associate Professional, or the Level 2 Professional in Human Resource, or the Level 3, the Senior Professional in Human Resource. You will all go through 6 models. Does not mean that the content areas are the same. They are not. Just like you go to secondary school, you do mathematics in Form 3, Form 1. Form 2, you will still do maths. Form 3, you will still do maths. But you agree with me that the content of the mathematics you do in Form 1 as against Form 3 are not the same. So some people call it, why is model Level 1, which is the Associate Professional, 6 models, and Senior Professional is also 6 models? The content and the approach in delivering them are quite different. Whilst the Associate Professional focuses on administrative knowledge in human resource, because you are basically going to be an assistant in human resource management, that of the Level 2, which is the Professional in Human Resources, tend to focus on operational HR, both administrative and operational HR. But for the top, which is the Senior Professional, you are focusing mainly on strategic and policy HR. So yes, we'll expose you to administrative, operational issues, but the focus or the trust of the content, and for that matter, your certification exam, is based on strategic and policy HR. And I guess I'll be explaining those in a bit. So model 1 of this course is strategic HR management, and that comes with 9 thematic areas. Model number 2 is HR planning and employment. That comes with 3 thematic areas. Model number 3 is human resource development. That comes with 7 thematic areas. Model number 8 is compensation. Sorry, forgive me. Model number, let me take it again. Model 1 is strategic HR management, 8 thematic areas. Model 2 is HR planning and employment, 3 thematic areas. Model 3 is 7 thematic areas. That is human resource development, where we handle all the L&D, performance management, talent management, organizational development, and all of those thematic areas are handled under human resource development. Then we have model number 4, which is compensation and benefits, and that comes with 8 thematic areas. Model number 5 is employee and labor relations, and that comes with 6 thematic areas where we do all the unionization, collective agreements, issues of employee discipline, managing terminations, and all of that. And then model number 6 is a very interesting model because this is an international course, and you are supposed to understand the laws of the country you are taking this course from. So if you are taking it from Ghana, we expose you to we take you through the Ghanaian Labor Act. If you're taking this course from Nigeria, the Nigerian Labor Act, from Russia, the Russian Labor Act, from Canada, the Canadian Labor Act. So your local country's labor laws, and for that matter, ILO, International Labor Organization regulation. There are labor adjudication in Ghana by the Ghanaian high courts that are sometimes based on the ILO regulations that Ghana is a signatory to, and many other countries are. I'm sure some of you who already have HR background are there saying, oh, these areas, we know them already. No, what you knew from your MBA, from your first degree, is theory. The approach, this is a bit technical and practical. So the name of the model may sound familiar to you, but when we go into the content, you will know that probably what you read for your MBA or your first degree is nowhere close to these other content areas. All right, so here we go. Now, for the very first one, which is the associate professional, That is what we regard as the entry level, level 1, associate professional. That is where you have no background in human resource management. You've never studied human resource in the university or in school. Neither do you even have a degree at all, okay? Whether you have degree or you don't have a degree, French in political science, biology, no HR experience, don't worry. You are going to take the associate professional in human resources. Purely administrative human resources is the very first one. Otherwise, we can jump you over level 1, and you go straight to level 2, which is the substantive professional in human resources. And that is more like middle level. Those who have a little taste or little exposure to HR. Maybe you read HR for first degree, you have practiced HR for a couple of years, and what have you. All we need is a first degree or equivalent, and you are qualified to go straight to the second level. Call it level 2, which is professional in human resources. Now, those of you out there who have MBAs in human resource management, or you have first degree but have been practicing HR for 4 years or more at a management level, we do not take your time with associate professional content. Neither do we take your time with the professional content. You go straight to the senior professional. So the likes of Director of HR, Carl Bank, Mr. Samuel Buafo was here to do the senior professional with us. HR Director of EcoBank just finished up with us. MTN Deputy HR completed not too long ago, Access Bank. Those with that kind of pedigree, all right. Now, those of you who have the crave for senior professional, please, if you haven't been a lecturer before, you can't just be called a senior lecturer. So you don't just come, no background in HR, no degree, no experience, nothing, and all you want is senior professional. One, even if we say yes to you, the professional body will not accept you to write the senior professional exam. Okay, granted, we accept you, the professional body accepts you. Take my word of honor, you will not pass the exam. The content in the senior professional class is no joke. If you don't have a certain background or foundation, a certain pedigree in human resource management, you don't quite appreciate some of the issues. And our approach in teaching the human resource, the senior professional class, is very much strategic. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let us say that you are studying a topic like outsourcing and offshoring. Maybe what the associate professional and the professional should understand about outsourcing. It's all about, why do we outsource? What are the processes of outsourcing? What are the benefits of outsourcing? All of those issues that come with outsourcing, offshoring, the laws in the other country you should take care of, and all of that. As we know already, outsourcing is relinquishing a part of the business to a third party to manage for you, but offshoring is relocating a part of the business to another country, which is a strategic management decision, mostly because of access to raw materials and cheap labor and what have you. But then HR in the mother home or in the home country still is in control of the staff in the offshore country and must acquaint himself with the law. That is what the PHR needs. The SPHR will need all this content plus what we call vendor governance, because when you outsource, the outsource company, or the vendor, breaches any of the state regulations, both the vendor and the mother company are jointly liable by the design of our labor laws. And so it is important that the senior professional understands how to regulate or manage the mother company and the vendor relationship through a legal document we call the SLA, the Service Level Agreement. Now, these strategic parts of outsourcing and offshoring are not needed for an associate professional. They are only needed for the senior professional. Now, if you are a senior professional, that means we skip you over level 1 and level 2 straight into the senior professional. You are expected to express knowledge of the business beyond the HR function. So your examination content is going to include ability to understand and interpret financial statements, i.e. the balance sheet, the income statement, the cash flow statement, the budgeting system, the strategic plan of the organization. The idea is that the senior professional is supposed to design departmental functional areas for the HR that will be analogous or that will resonate or sync with the strategic direction of the organization. All right. So for that matter, for the senior professional, you either give us an MBA in HR or you have a first degree that comes with some 5-year work experience, not as an HR assistant, but as an HR at the managerial level. But what is the issue? If you don't qualify directly for the senior professional, let's even say you don't qualify for the level 2, you start from level 1, which is the associate professional. Once you pass the exam, that becomes your leverage or your springboard to doing the regular professional itself. And let me say that you don't need to come back for a full-fledged 6 months. You only come for supplemental tuition, what we call in Ghana top-up, about 3 months to enable you right the next level. And for that matter, if you are a PHR, you only come for supplemental information later on to do the senior professional. And may I say that each of these levels are stand-alone qualifications recognized. Now, I don't have the permission of some HR managers out there. I would have mentioned to you HR managers of very, very respected companies in this country whose HRs are certified with professional in human resource, not the senior professional in human resource. Maybe some of them are my friends, so I can mention some of them. Marriott Hotel, Ghana Airport, EIB Network, all those companies' HR certified through us, not senior. So don't begin to think that if you are not senior certified, then you are not recognized. The professional in human resource itself is a stand-alone respected qualification that can earn you that enviable role as a human resource manager. And then with time, you can later come for the senior certification. You count 1 before 2. So except for those who qualify directly for the senior professional, those of you call us and put us under pressure. You want to do senior. No, it will be difficult. Even if we say yes to you, the awarding institution might not say yes to you, right? Okay. Now, in addition to all those content areas we run, you also go through some special workshops. And please, they are all incorporated in the fees. You don't pay anything separate for these workshops. We take you through one, understanding financial statement. It's targeted at a senior professional, but if you are not a senior professional candidate and you want to participate, we still allow you, you don't have to pay anything. And that workshop takes you through budgeting system of the organization, not paperwork accounting in the classroom, practical issues, how to study and understand, if you may, income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. And normally we have Professor Noel Tego, he's an accounting professor with the Oxford University. He comes down to deliver that lecture on our platform. In fact, he will be teaching on our platform next week when you will not have started it. And we are talking about cohort 27 who are still in session. Professor Tego is the one who developed the CIMA curriculum, a Chartered Institute of Management accountant. So he's well placed to deliver that lecture. Then we also have an expert on social security and pensions, industry guy who comes in to run a workshop on social security and pensions management as an HR manager. We have a general secretary of the unions who come to take us through unionization and collective agreement. Practically, we walk you through as an HR manager how to lead the organization in negotiating with the unions. And then the 4th seminar we run is payroll and salary administration. These are special workshops that are all incorporated into the 6 months course that you are with us. Now, let me mention this quickly. So the course is a 6-month course, and it's important to note that you run lectures with us only on weekends. And we have 2 options for you. You are either doing the in-person on Saturdays only, that is physical tuition, and we share the same premises with the National Banking College, Airport Residential Area, just behind the Airport View Hotel that is facing the airport. It's called the National Banking College. We share the same premises with the college. So you will take tuition every Saturday if you want to take physical class, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Otherwise, if you want to be an online student, you take tuition on Sundays only, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sundays only, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Now, it's expedient to let you know that our online sessions are as possible, as much as possible, very effective as in person. So far, we have had students from about 11 other countries, countries other than Ghana, people who sat in those countries, enrolled in our course, took lectures on Sundays, passed their examination. We've had students from Cameroon, from Ivory Coast, from Kenya. Those are the African countries. We have students from India, from China, from the UK, from Germany, from the US. Some of them are nationals of those countries, but most of these people are Ghanaians who had to travel to those countries and have to take this teaching. Even here in Ghana, we've had staff of Anglo Gold Ashanti sitting in Obuasi and Takwa who joined this class on Sundays. They went through, wrote the exam, and passed the exam. HR manager and transport manager of Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority sit in Takoradi. Now, the beautiful thing is that you have the liberty of switching in between. So every weekend, you decide which of them suits you. We don't have such thing as, once you register with us as a physical student, you must remain Saturday till the end or Sunday. Every weekend, you decide which one you prefer. Okay, this weekend, I have time. I'll do in-person class. Next weekend, I am busy. I'll join Sunday online. The choice is yours because the content that is taught Saturday in person is same content taught the following day, Sunday, online. So you have the liberty of switching in between. We advise those in person to, once in a while, you can do online if you don't have the time. And even those online, and in Ghana here, sometimes join us in person because they want to network. Folks, we have a lot of very powerful HRs, Bank of Ghana and all those big companies, KPMG, whose HRs are normally in our lecture halls. And so sometimes it provides you that opportunity to network and meet some of these people. Right. How is the certification exam conducted? Now, it is refreshing to note that you are studying with us for 6 months. When do you have to write your exam? Any day, any day. As you and I are speaking right now, examination is ongoing. Every day, January to December, or would I rather say Monday to Saturday, January to December, exam is being conducted. And it's only on Sundays that you don't write the exam. And it's a one-off exam. One-off means that all 6 models are slapped together and tested at one sitting. It's a multiple choice exam. Though it is not very easy to pass, you need to sit up and work hard. We had people who say, oh, I want to study at home on my own. Can you sell the books to me? We've tried 5 people so far. All of them had failed. And they have to come back to us to come and take this course, all right? Now, we also had situations where somebody said, oh, I know of this lecture somewhere else. Though they are not approved providers, I want to go and study with them. Then they go, finish, they realize that they don't have the confidence to write the exam. They come back to us and say, can I pay half the fee so you refresh? We don't do that. When you come to us, you start afresh because we have informed you we are approved providers. We go to meetings with the certification body in the US once every year, or the regional head that is in Dubai, because that falls under Middle East and Africa. We are always on top of the latest content and all of the issues that will aid you to pass. Okay, maybe I'll be revealing to you in a short while what our pass rate looks like. So you can write exam any day. Our work is to train and prepare you for 6 months. And our training comes in 2 lights. 1, to get you to be able to pass the certification exam. 2, to expose you to standard practice, global or international contemporary practices in human resource, so you can build your confidence and match up anywhere. Now, the exam is a one-off exam, and there is one exam center in every country. In Ghana, the testing house is located, or the testing center is called a Prometric Center, located within the Total House near British Council or adjacent City House in Accra. Now, it is important to know that you can learn anywhere and write the exam anywhere. We have had many Nigerians study with us in Ghana and went to write the exam in Abuja because they returned to their country. So you can study in Ghana and write in Russia or in the US. You can study in Canada and go and write in Kenya. It does not matter. Every country have one examination center. Now, if you qualify as a senior professional candidate directly with us and we admit you into that class, Your final exam is going to be 130 multiple choice questions drawn from all the 6 models we will take you through. And in 2.5 hours, you are supposed to finish. 2 hours, 30 minutes, 130 questions, multiple choice. And when you enroll with us, though you are going to answer 130 questions, we will walk you through more than 2,000 past questions and trial questions, just so you are acquainted with how the questions are formulated, and then you get on top of it. If you're a PHR student or PHR candidate, your examination is 170 questions in 3 hours, 15 minutes. Somebody is busily asking, why is the PHR questions more than SPHR? Maybe the same reason first degree is longer than master's. It's not about the number of questions, it's the quality and the content of the questions that make the difference. The SPHRs are usually tested on global HR issues, executive compensation, expatriate management, all of those things in addition to the strategy and the policy HR, all right? The APHR, that is associate professional, is writing 90 questions in 1 hour, 45 minutes. Folks, the beautiful thing is that this is not an exam you write and go back and go and be praying that God should touch the heart of the examiners or those who marking the script. You walk out of the exam hall knowing whether you are passed or not. Once you finish the exam and you press the submission button, latest 4 minutes, the result will display before you. It's normally one of 2 statements. Congratulations, preliminary assessment of your tests have indicated that you have passed this exam. And in 2 weeks, your certificate is mailed to you directly or through us. Otherwise, and I don't like that statement, sorry, preliminary assessment shows that you could not pass, okay? Now, so you know your fate, whether you have passed or not, once you are. But we take our time to take you through. Now, our structure is quite tough and intensive. You first come for tuition, then we give you a break. The break, you return, we take you through tutorials, we peruse everything, model 1 to 6. Then we allow you to give us your areas of deficiency so we can arrest all the challenges and build your confidence. After that, you sit for an internal mock examination, which is an exact prototype of the certification exam. And we want to kind of be sure that you will go through before we probably advise that you pick a date to register. Otherwise, we work on you some more. And so these are measures we put in place that probably have guaranteed your pass. What is the pass rate? Pass rate or pass mark, what mark do you require to pass? 72%. It's actually 71.4, but we just ran it to 72%. That is pass mark. But what is the pass rate? As in, how many people sit and how many people pass and how many people do not pass or fail? Globally, the pass rate is hovering around 66%. In other words, out of every 100 persons globally that sit for this global certification exam, you get about 66 people passing and some 34 people failing. Okay, what is our pass rate locally or in Ghana? We are quite above the global average. We are 82% because of all the hard work we put into ensuring that you are able to pass your certification exam. So we have about 82 people out of every 100 candidates who we put out there. There's our faculty. I'll come to the faculty shortly, but just for you to understand or to know what I'm saying is true. So in the year 2000, we all know COVID had hit us. So we had about, forgive me, we had about only 48 candidates from us registered to write the examination. And we got about 41 passes out of the 48. That is in the year 2020. There you have the people who have allowed that. Not everybody was comfortable with re-putting his or her image. So there we have HR manager of National Banking College in there. There's HR of Perez, if I remember. Ministry of Defense HR director is called William Kati, is sitting there. The director of HR of Minerals Commission of Ghana, Patience, is sitting there. Mr. Samuel Alote is the HR, it's not Samuel Alote, Samuel Boafo is the HR director of Carl Bank Ghana. KPMG guys are there. Kwabochwe works for ABSA Ghana. Stanbic Bank brought all their 6 HRs to study with us in the year 2020. 5 of them passed, only 1 of them couldn't go through immediately. Now, the first quarter of this year, 2021, these are the people who passed. First quarter means January, February, March of this year, 2021. Now, all of these people are Ghanaians, please. Somebody's asking, if this is the global, what about Ghana? All these people are Ghanaians. They went through us to certify. And then the second quarter, we are now in the third quarter of the year. Second quarter means April, May, June. These are the people who certified. We have Ghana Ports and Harbors HR in there. Bible Society of Ghana HR is sitting in there. Ghana Gas, Republic Bank Deputy HR is there. A number of people who went through and passed second quarter. Of course, third quarter, we are still getting people writing. By the end of the quarter, that is September, we will publish the people who would have passed, strictly with their permission, those who allow us. Who are our facilitators? A number of them. When you come, you will meet the facilitators. Professor Noel is there. I'm sitting there. Samuel Alote, the board chairman of Zulayon, who is the immediate past HR of Stanbic Bank, and for that matter, Gridco is an instructor. Senor Jabin is with us, the immediate past chairman of the National Labor Commission, coordinates a lot of our labor issues and here and there. This is how our lectures, our in-person lectures look like. Those of you who are very much conscious of COVID, of course, we should all be. We ensure that there is strict adherence and social distancing in the lecture hall. When you see large numbers like this, that is not how the lecture, these are orientation sessions. Then after orientation, we break the class into various units. So we have in-person SPHR, separate from in-person PHR, in-person APHR. Then there is online SPHR, online PHR, online APHR. So that's about 6 different divisions. So you are sure that we don't pack people in professional class as though we are doing fair. These are samples of our small sessions, as you can see on your screen. Okay, I'm just wrapping up. Then we'll take your questions, and then we'll call it a session or a day. Now, the final bit I'd like to talk to you about is the fact that because this is the global professional certification in human resources, the global body runs a global gathering of HR professionals, call it the Global HR Conference, once every year. And because we are the approved providers from Ghana, we have the Herculean task of organizing either our certified professionals. In fact, once you are a candidate with us, whether you've written the exam already or not, you can attend this seminar. It is, this conference is always in the US. Every year is in the US, but different states. So maybe in one year it's in Texas, the other year it's in Washington, the following year it's in New York, another year it is Florida, it is whatever. All you need is to attend it once. So you don't begin to think that every year I have to go to the US, no. And because we are approved providers, our work is to ensure that we are able to provide you with the appropriate, the appropriate assistance, so your visa issues and your upkeep in the US till you return. It's normally just a 5-day conference, Monday through Friday, or Monday to Friday. But ordinarily, we know that when a lot of Ghanaians get opportunity to travel to the US, most of you have been going there already, you know your way around. But many people will not just go and return in 1 week. So normally, the visa is normally about 6 months. And we guide you, maybe after the seminar, you want to visit other states and all of that. It's only once. Now, that is a very important conference. We advise our certified candidates and our certified professionals and our professional candidates to take advantage of, because you will meet all the HRs of the big companies around the world, be it Google, General Electric, General Motors, KLM, British Airways, BBC, CNN, all the big companies, Facebook, all those HRs normally are there. Now, if you have breakaway sessions and you belong to committees of these people, it builds an immeasurable confidence in you. You return to your country, and the assumption is that there is nothing about HR you haven't seen, because you've met the creme de la creme in the HR industry. And that builds a lot of your confidence and even gives you an edge, because it beautifies your CV, and the employer is more. Our objective at the HR Certification Center is to ensure that our certified HRs are the leading HRs in this country. All the big multinationals should want to have a cause to play with our HRs. We pride ourselves that we are the singular HR, how do we call it, excellent HR center in Ghana. Whether it is a business school, anybody doing HR, our place is a one-stop. Once you finish, you should be able to pass your exam and you should be acquainted with all the key issues in human resource management. Yes, the bit that most of you have been waiting to hear, the fees. So registration is 150 Ghana cedis, and I'll soon walk you through how to register. 150 Ghana cedis, you either send it by mobile money or you pay it through EcoBank, and then you receive a voucher code. That's a username and a password that will enable you register online. So you send 150 cedis, you receive a voucher code, you go online to our website, phrglobal.com, you click on apply, it will ask you of the username and the password would have sent to you. You key it in, the form will open up to you, you fill out the form online, and then you submit. The process takes about 5-6 minutes online to complete. We don't need you to attach any document, nothing. My degree, my this is not ready, don't worry. Just key in all the information. What's your qualification? Degree. From which university awarded it, which area, in psychology, in political science, in HR, and then submit, that's all. Now, those of you who say, I'm still in school, I've finished school, but I've not graduated, there's no problem. You are with us for 6 months. It is after 6 months that you'll be writing the exam. That is when we need evidence of your degree. So if your certificate is not ready, feel free. And those of you who say, I am still in level 200, we allow students to go through, but you can only do the APHR, the Associate Professional. And I am an example. Whilst as an accounting student at first degree or university student, I was doing my ACCA as well. By the time you had finished first degree, you became a chartered accountant at the same time. So feel free. We've had several people from University of Ghana Business School, the social sciences. We've graduated this young lady, what's her name, Queen, and her colleagues from KNUST reading textiles or something, but she quickly came to certify, and that puts you many miles ahead of your colleagues who are just, you see, whenever something becomes common, the significance is lost. Everybody holds a degree. Everybody has one. What is it at that interview hall that puts you one step ahead of the other? So registration is 150 cedis. Fees is 1,000 Ghana cedis per model for the 6 models if you are an APHR, Associate Professional. So instead of boxing everything together for all the 6 models and paying at one, we said no. We allow you to pay on monthly basis. So if you're an APHR, we are taking off in September. September, you pay 1,000. October, 1,000. November, 1,000, consecutively for 6 months. So that's how you pay in installment or you stagger the payment. If you are a professional in human resource international, that's PHR, 1,300 Ghana cedis per model for 6 models. And then if you are a senior professional candidate, 1,400 Ghana cedis per model for 6 models. Somebody say, yeah, but this is expensive, but this is professional charter. It is not a diploma course, it's charter. And when you finish and you are taking your big money from that multinational, from that company, I'm sure you would forget that you had paid that big money. It is worth investing in. If you can buy an iPhone for 9,000, you sure can take an APHR for 6,000 and pay in installment and then put your career at the next level. The fee includes virtually everything, your tuition, all your materials. You don't have to buy any book. Your trial questions, your prep class, your tutorials, your mock exam are all covered. Everything it takes to make sure you are prepared to write and pass that certification. The next batch, which is our 28th cohort, takes off on Saturday, the 11th of September for in-person students or in-person candidate. If you are online, you are starting the immediate following day, Sunday, the 12th of September, 2021. So registration is ongoing. Indeed, a number of people have registered. Some of you listening to me right now have registered already. You're only awaiting takeoff. Registration closes officially on the 31st of August. 31st of August. But may I kindly say this? It's not so much about closing date with us. We have a capacity we take. We don't take more than 150 students now at a go into all the sessions, whether APHR, PHR, or SPHR. So whenever the class is full, we cut the admissions. You agree that in academic course, we pack class, but in professional course, once you pack the class, it takes away the professionalism, because in professional class, we are discussing the key issue, the technical issues. You have to be practical and you have to listen to almost everybody. So it's like consultative sessions, even in the tuition, all right? So, but official closing date is the 31st of August. Like I mentioned, registration voucher is 150 Ghana cedis. You either send it by Momo, mobile money, or by EcoBank. And that's our payment platform. Those of you who haven't yet have any message from us, if you are listening to us and no conversation from us, you just send us maybe hello when we finish this session. We will send you every information. In fact, those of you who just receive information on this class, this information session we are having now, but you haven't had the content itself, as in the thematic areas, the fee, start date, those things. We will send all those information to you via WhatsApp. Included in that information in this slide you are seeing. So that's our payment platform. If you are paying by mobile money, you dial *713 *422#, and you'll see Pay HR Certification Center. *713 *4220#, and then you pay any network, be it MTN Mobile Money, Vodafone, Airtel, Tigo, all of them, the same code. Otherwise, you can also use EcoBank, and the account name is there, HR Certification Center. The account number is on your screen. This is our payment platform for everything, whether you are paying for registration or you are paying fee. It's the same, because some people would pay when they come in, now fee, which account? The same account, mobile money or HR certificate. We don't take cash. So don't say, where are you? I want to come and pay cash for the voucher. You come here, you will still go and do it online. Our system is designed such that we don't take cash. You do you do all payments by mobile money or through EcoBank. Okay. So there we have our next cohort, starting on the 28th of, the 28th cohort, that's 28th batch, but the start date is 11th of September and 12th of September for that matter, if you are online. Okay, so there we have the session. I have done 54 minutes. I was looking forward to doing less than 50 minutes, but I've done 54 minutes. I appreciate your patience to listen to us. So we want to read some of the questions you had sent to us. We will read them out loudly and then we answer the questions. The person raising hand, please, we don't take questions by voice. So just go to the chat column and then type in your question, just so that we don't disrupt the session. We want to maintain some sanity. Go to the chat column, type your question instead of raising hand. If you have any issues when we finish, that's our hotline on your screen. You can call later and then we'll explain things to you. But on this platform, don't do voice. Go to chat column. The number is 0244 822 855. 0244 822 855. Those of you listening to us from outside Ghana, the country code is +233. So you precede that number with +233 and you are on with us. You can connect with us on all social media platforms, HR Certification Center, be it LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, right? And you can also send a quick WhatsApp to that same number. That's our hotline that responds to whether voice call or WhatsApp or SMS. Somebody said, can you share your screen with us? Wow. Administrator? Yes. Okay. Administrator say yes. We can later. As for the screen we are sharing, unless you are asking whether you want the slides, but the screen. Okay. So I'm told that question had come in much earlier. All right. Let's go. I'm a degree holder in educational psychology. How do I become an HR? I've answered your question already. Just apply and we will assess you and know where to place you. You obviously will not qualify for the senior professional if you don't have any background in HR. But you see, we've had several people with backgrounds in psychology, in political science, in French, in biology, who had come here, went through, and let me allay the fears of those who say, I've never read HR. You don't need to have read law to become a lawyer. All you need is first degree, and you can enroll in any law faculty, studied law. So all we need is first degree, HND, and those of you who don't have any of this, you start from APHR, Associate Professional. That is all, whether you have an HR background or not. Please, there is an ongoing scribbling on the screen. Okay, forgive me, we have corrected that since. Good evening. If you are already certified with the local body, can you do the global
It's 5
HR?
o'clock.
Yes, we have had several people from SNIT, National Social Security and National Insurance Trust, Ghana Revenue Authority, Minerals Commission, Stanbic Bank, people who already are certified with the local body. And those of you who want to know what is the difference, every chartered accountant either charter with CA Ghana or ACCA Global, both of them make you a chartered accountant. And what makes you accepted in Ghana is the Ghanaian labor law will take you through, all right? So that brings you to par, all right? So you decide whether you want to certify with the local body or the global body. I will urge you with the global body because of multinationals. And somebody said, I have my degree from a Ghanaian university and I don't want my professional qualification also from a Ghanaian body. I want the global body, all right? So that is it. In any case, like I said, all the key HRs around town, in Ghana here, had gone through us to become certified HRs. If you certify locally at whole level, if you are already IHRMP certified, that is Ghana certified, and you come for the global, you go to the senior certification, the SPHR. Thanks for having us. Okay, thank you also for joining us. I have MBA in HR. Would there be exemption? Yes, you are exempted from level 1 and 2. You do level 3, which is the senior certification. It's your network. Wow, some people are writing some things. I did not study or have any previous experience in HR. Besides the HR functions I'm required to perform as a manager, will this course be of help? We've had a lot of people from one lady from the Rural Bank, somebody from Zoom Lion, several people who are already HRs, but no background in HR. Maybe this is the time for you to justify why you should remain before somebody certified will come in and take over the position from you. So if you're already practicing HR yet, you don't have the confidence or you are not backed up with any qualification, this is yet your opportunity. All right. I have a first degree in marketing and certificate in business administration, but I was given admission to start from level 1. I'm sure that person says you have already certified with that. Maybe it depends on what you chose. When we finish this session, please speak to the course administrator. We will determine the appropriate place to put you, okay? I don't know how to pronounce that name very well, but I think I actually saw you in our data of those who are already registered for the next session. I have an HND in HR administration from CIC. Well, because I was going to say I don't know any polytechnic running HND in Ghana, but you mentioned the school. Do I qualify? Where do I qualify to start from? You need to speak to us. If you have HND, not a degree, we need to know if you have ever had any HR experience, then we know where to place you. So it's difficult to tell you until we engage you privately, all right? Because you are not comprehensive. Just having certificate and no practice cannot earn you a senior, whatever. I studied BSc Management Studies and MSc Development at second degree. In both courses, I did some HR courses, but now I want to learn HR, whatever. If you have practice, a little practice, in addition to your MSc and all of that, which are not in HR, you qualify for senior professional. With your master's degree and no HR practice, that is, your master's is not in HR, your master's is in development studies and no HR practice, it will be difficult for you to appreciate the concepts that are taught in the senior professional class. The approach in the senior class is that we don't go to the fundamentals. We assume you already understand fundamental issues in HR, all right? I have an accounting background. Where do I fit in? Accounting background. Do you have PhD in accounting or diploma in accounting? You are not explicit. It's difficult for me to help you. You call our hotline and then we will help you out. I have a Master of Business Administration degree with HR. Good. With HR operational experience. Straight on, you can go to the senior professional. Master's degree with HR experience, you go to the senior professional. That is coming from Zachariah. I don't know you. You say you are Infinix. So Infinix writes, I have studied BSc Information Technology. Can I practice HR? Yes, I've answered that question. We had people with degree in agriculture science, in biology, in French, in Russia, and they had come here. They passed and they are out there practicing as HR. I have a first degree and a certificate in HR from GIMPA, 3-year work experience in banking. If you say experience in banking, is your experience in HR at the bank or not in HR? That will determine whether we'll give you PHR or SPHR, whether professional or senior professional. So you are experienced, but I don't think you are clear whether your experience is in human resources. Okay. Is there any entry exam for senior level apart from MBA? No, nobody writes an entry exam. We determine your background and then we place you. You don't have entry exam, all right? The only exam you have is post-course exam, whether you to sit for the examination, so you pass. One question I didn't answer: what happens to about the 18% of people who don't pass directly from us? If you make your first attempt and you are unable to pass, which is okay, every good examination, somebody must pass and somebody must fail. But no fears. I've told you our pass rate as of now is 82%. Every 100 candidates, we get about 82 passes and 18 fails. If you are one of the 18, in the unlikely event you fail, there must be a 90-day difference. That is 3 months between your first attempt and your second attempt. So you can come again and then you write again. And I have witnessed a couple of people who have to sit the second time. I've not seen anybody write the third time yet. So in the event you fail your first attempt, you take it again and then you can go through. Please, from the scope of your presentation, since I did BCom accounting with knowledge of budgeting system, income statement, and what have you, and a degree, currently completed second degree in MBA HR. Emmanuel, chances are that we'll give you the senior professional certification, which is the SPHR. Can the payment be per model in installment? Yes, I've answered that already. On monthly basis installment. You are not supposed to pour everything at a go. Yes, some of you are okay, because we have about 1/3 of our students, they pay everything at the start. Some people pay half, but the minimum you can pay is maybe 1,003 to start model 1. The following month, once you pay your first 1,003 to start PHR model 1, you are not supposed to pay anything again until we are in a new month. Then you are required to pay your second 1,003 consecutively, and then you can finish within 6 months. What is the pass mark for each level? I had mentioned already 72%. Please, can the payment be on modular? Yes, I have answered that question already. As much as possible, I want to take as many questions so we can close or we can end the session with you. Are the exam fees included in the course fee? No, as you and I know, every professional examination or professional course, when you finish, you become a member of the professional body. So your examination plus professional membership fee is different, all right? And let me add that once you're a professional member, you pay dues, and the due here is not every year. It's a one-off payment that takes you through. Can a participant take part in both Saturday and Sunday? Yes, but we don't encourage it. You can do Saturday one weekend, the following weekend you do Sunday, but you listen to a lecture on Saturday, Sunday you come online, the same content. What are you looking for? So you heard a lecture. We don't encourage it, especially because we like to run smaller number tuition so we can give opportunity to everybody. Unlike academic class where you sit down and just listen to the facilitator. Anything he says, you swallow it hook, line, and sinker. In a professional class, about 80% of the people in the class are tough already in that area. And so there are issues of questions coming in, experience sharing, and somebody wants you to resolve an issue he's going through in his HR practice in the office. There's a case at the National Labor Commission. How does he resolve it? If you were in person and we resolve your issues, when you come to online again, you block the chance of another person speaking, and so, or being helped. So we don't encourage. Once you come to Saturday, the following day, don't come online. If you miss Saturday, then you come online Sunday. However, every weekend you can alternate, but you don't do the two at the same weekend. Okay. We are not saying no, but it's something we don't encourage. So somebody come to in person Saturday, The class will close at 2. By 12 o'clock, the person have an emergency and the person have to leave class immediately. The following day, you are allowed to join online so that you can be roped in, or you can be brought to speed. Where are the lectures held? So we met at the course center is the National Banking College, Airport Residential Area. It's just behind the Airport View Hotel, facing the national the airport, or not too far from the National Service Secretariat in the heart of town. If you unfortunately fail the first attempt, when can you rewrite? I've explained already, there must be a 90-day difference between your first attempt and your second attempt. Please, how much is the fee? We have already answered that question. 1,000 Ghana cedi per model for 6 models for APHR, 1,003 Ghana cedis per model for PHR, and 1,004 per model for SPHR. It's quite expensive, quite hot, but this is a professional charter. I think the chartered accountants are not doing anything less than 15,000 Ghana cedis to certify. The chartered marketed, the last time we checked on them, is around 13,000. So if chartered HR is way less, I mean, you go and pay 40,000 Ghana cedis for an MBA program. And we have had several MBAs come to our course and they will tell you 2-year MBA, listen, I'm not as confident as the 6 month with you. And now I have all the confidence to vie for or apply for any multinational HR director role, okay? Hi, I'm studying management studies, diploma. Can I do my top up with your firm? We don't do academic courses, so you don't come and top up diploma with us. You can do professional course. Professional course, you can't start first degree in accounting and say, I want to top up with ACC. Professional qualifications are stand-alones. They are different from academic programs. Academic certificates are issued by universities. Professional charter certificates are issued by Association of Practitioners, the professional body. No university can make you a chartered accountant. It's only the ACC, Association of Certified Chartered Accountants, or CA Ghana, all right? So you don't top up. However, you are qualified to do our APHR, Associate Professional. Please, I have both my first degree and second degree in finance. I have been working as an HR officer for 3 years now. Which level? 3 years with masters, we can consider you for senior professional. But to be honest with you, because you don't have a very good grounding in HR, you have to work 2 times harder than everybody else in the class if you have to pass the senior certification exam. Passing the senior certification exam is no joke. You need to have a certain pedigree in HR to appreciate the concepts and to be able to pass the examination. Somebody's asking, is the exam written model by model? No. We have internal system to test you after every model. So model by model, you write internal assessment tests, which doesn't affect your final exam. It's just to measure your progress. But the final exam is a one-off exam. You don't write it model by model. So those of you say, can I pick and choose which models to study? Until you finish the 6 models, you don't even have the confidence to sit for the certification exam yourself. And somebody who asked, can I take 3 models this session? Maybe because of time or financial constraint. Another session, I'll come and do the other models. Yes, you are allowed. However, you yourself have to keep the momentum. Because if you do 1 model or 3 models and you break and you go and come, you should be able to be sure that you don't disconnect before you pick a date to write the final exam. But we allow that because we deal with very, very busy professionals. And so we give room for all of these things. And that is why even our tuition have in-person option and online option. And may I say that everything with us, labor law masterclass, our competency based workshops, our internal seminars we run, everything that happens at the HR Certification Center has the physical or in-person option and the online option. So at every given point in time, you have the choice of which of the 2 suits your schedule. Somebody's asking whether we can send a recorded version of this. No, just go to our Facebook account. After this session, you can watch everything we are doing here on our Facebook account, HR Certification Center. The video will be there for the whole of next week. So you don't need to be sent the recorded version of this one. Divine rights. Good evening. Divine is following us live on Facebook and not Zoom. If you are a certified HR practitioner with the local body, that's the CIHRMP, can you still do the global? Several people have done that. I know several chartered accountants who are chartered with CA Ghana and chartered with ACCA Global or CIMA Global. It's the same thing. The number of IHRMP people, that is the Ghana one, who had come back to us to certify with a global body. And here we really expose you to the strategic issues and the global practices. You are allowed to do that. Eric Bruno writes, I have chartered marketing and level 4, chartered marketing level 4, and currently in a level 6 chartered marketing. I've completed 1 year CPD practical experience with CIM and have certificates. Which level? You qualify for level 2, which is the professional in human resource. No background in HR at all, you cannot directly do the senior certification. Olivia from Facebook, right? I did not study or have any previous experience in HR beside the HR functions, blah, blah, blah. Will this course, can I switch? Yes, you can switch. I've answered that already. People with background in agriculture, science, in philosophy, and all of that. Where do you start from? That depends on the number of HR experience you have. With no experience, you cannot do the senior one. You have to do the professional in human resource, which itself, like I said, is a good qualification. And when you finish, you come for supplemental, and then you can earn the senior certification. Do I have to pay additional money before I write the certification exam? Yes, plus your membership fee, because once you finish this course, you become a member of the global professional body. But that is only paid whenever you are ready to write. And can I say this? Some people, when they are coming, 6 months, so can I register the week after 6 months? We will give you yes. But when you come to us halfway through the course, you yourself will know that this is not a walkover course. And so when you finish the 6 months, we advise that give yourself 2 extra months. Revise all your materials, build your confidence. If you have an issue, call us. When you hear of our prep class, attend and all of that before you write. So technically, it will take you 8 months counting from September if you are to certify. Because 6 months with us, you need 2 extra months for yourself to build your confidence. That is the point you are required to pay certification exam and professional membership fee. So that is not supposed to be paid now. Please, I would like to inquire on the duration. Every course is 6 months, whether associate professional or the professional or senior professional, 6 months. Saturday lectures only for in-person options, Sundays only for online. Though they are all 6 months, the content areas are not the same. Which level will you recommend I have? I have MSc HR strategy. Possibly you go for the senior certification. That is coming from Cynthia Dixon. Please, I did MSc financial risk management. Which level will I start from? No HR background, but you have a master's. We can make you start from the professional and human resource. You need an HR background to be able to do the senior professional. I have BSc HRM, that's first degree. How do I start? Which courses? If you have experience plus your BSc, you do the senior professional. Otherwise, with the BSc alone in HR, you do the professional in human resources. Okay, let's go on. I'm a diploma holder. Yes, you are qualified. You can do the associate professional in human resource. Somebody says, Mr. Bassey, kindly give a breakdown of these fees once again. Now, there are 3 certification courses with that. The first one is associate professional in human resource. That is the entry level or those who want to start as HR assistant. 1,000 Ghana cedis per model for 6 models, and you pay the fee on monthly basis. If you are doing the professional in human resource international, it's 1,300 Ghana cedis per model for 6 models. If you are doing the senior professional, it's 1,400 Ghana cedis per model for 6 models. The recording, you don't need a recording. Go to HR Certification Center. That's our Facebook account, and this video will be uploaded there, or everything is already there once the session is done. As a practicing lawyer working for government, what is the significance of this course? That is coming from Fabienne. Fabienne, we have had several lawyers who had already come through this course. It depends on your area of focus. We have people from Ace and Coma Chambers who are currently in cohort 27, and they'll tell you that they are employment lawyers and they want to understand issues of HR, labor issues to aid their work. Some of you are lawyers and you engage companies in drafting their policies and what have you. So depending on you, we've had senior military officers. Lieutenant Colonel Wiafi used to be the director of the military training academy or something. He was with us. Several military officers, medical doctors have come through this course. As for lawyers, we have law count, all manner of professionals, engineers. Me, myself, I'm a chartered accountant. And later on, I lost interest in accounting and I have to switch over. And now I'm a senior certified professional in human resources. All right. So it doesn't matter your professional background. What matters is your career ambitions and why you think you need an HR professional charter or certification. I'm a chartered marketing. And let me announce that this session must come to an end in the next 10 minutes, which is 5:30. So whichever questions we are able to address, we will hold it there. And then you can reach us on our hotline, 0244-822-855. For those of you whose questions we may unfortunately not be able to address. But just save the number, 0244-822-855. Interact with us. We are available 24/7 to help you out, okay? If we are unable to answer your questions here. So chartered marketer, 4 years. I think I've answered that already. Please, if you don't have a degree in HR, but have years of practice in HR, if you say years, what are you saying? 2 years is years, 10 years is years. If you have 5-year practice with the first degree, you can do senior professional. If you have 2 years, you are not good for senior professional. So if you say yes, it's a bit vague and ambiguous, all right? So you should be clear. Now, please, can you enlighten me on the course again? I think I've done that once again. 1,000 Ghana cedis per model for 6 models if you are APHR, 1,003 Ghana cedis per model if you are a PHR, and 1,400 Ghana cedis per model if you are SPHR. Good evening. The presentation, a good presentation. I have BSc Accounting and an EMBA Banking and Finance. Where will I go? With your masters, we salute you. No background in HR. You can do the senior, you can do the professional certification in human resources. I have first degree in HR, 7-year experience in HR straight. You are a candidate for senior professional certification. Those of you who say senior, don't worry, the route is just longer. You come and do the professional, you certify, you come for additional 3-month supplemental or what you want to call in Ghana top up, and you are a senior certified. So there's no qualms about it, all right? Please, I read English at the university. Can I do the senior? No. If you read English, you do professional, unless you read HR or first degree HR or master's, or you have experience in HR, all right? Even if I say yes to you, you will fail the exam because the concept will not be easy for you to understand if you don't have a prior background. Can you clarify the difference between the local and the global? The same difference between ICA Ghana and ACCA Global. So the local one is for the local certification, recognized only in Ghana. The global one recognized in Ghana and all other countries, the US, Canada, Russia. So that's the difference. As the word itself sounds, local, global. One is international, one is Ghanaian. That's all, right? How much does it cost to resit? In the unlikely event you fail, you have to pay again the prevailing rate at the time you are writing the exam to rewrite. How much is it normally cost for the global conference? Global conference varies every year and year. I think it's around $1,400 if you want to go to the global conference in the US. It's about $1,400 or so. You are not compelled to go, first and foremost. I'm only encouraging you to go to come along with us to the global conference. And if at all you want to go, you decide which year best suits you to attend it. Because every year, and it's always in June. So June every year, you are sure that the global HR conference is happening. And because we are the approved providers in Ghana, we have the responsibility of organizing the trip every year in June, right? I have an MBA in finance. Which level do I qualify? MBA in finance, no HR background. You do the professional and human resource level 2. What is the difference between SPHR and SHRM? So SHRM is one of the certification bodies, Society for Human Resource Management, and it's expedient to know that SHRM is a breakaway from this body, the HRCI, the one we are discussing with you now. Some couple of years ago, or it's been some years now, about 9 years, they had a problem at the board level and they broke away to start their own certification. Just like in accounting, you can certify with CIMA or ACCA, or there's one in the US called CPA, Certified Public Accountant. They are all certification bodies. Our body is the oldest of all of them, 46 years old in the world, have certified well over 1 million people across the globe. All right. Please, I have a degree in HR and practicing HR. If you say practicing, you are not clear. Depending on the number of years of practice, we determine where to place you. MBA, Public Administration, what level do I join? Once you don't have the MBA in HR, in any other area, with no practice of HR. If you have practice, we give you senior. If you don't have practice, you do the regular professional charter. Can I get to communicate with the course administrator privately? Yes, the number is right there in front of you. 0244-822-855. Please do call. All the staff are organizing the session we are having with you now. So please do call only when this session had come to an end. Or you can just send a quick WhatsApp and we will respond to you. Please, our lines are a bit hot because the numbers are huge. When you send us a message, just give us time. We respond to all messages, but we may not respond to you in the immediate because maybe there are other people ahead of you. When you call once, we don't answer. You are guaranteed we will call you back. Sometimes people are like, I've called you for 1 hour now. We know, and we know the use of customer service, but because other people are on the line, so you just take your time. No call goes with 1 business day without we getting back to you or responding to you. All right. Josie, right from Facebook. Please, do you assist, that is opportunities for providing internship? Yes, we assist, but it is not a promise, it's not a guarantee. We even assist you in getting a job when you certify, but it is not a promise, it is not a guarantee. No university in the world, not even Harvard, the best university, can guarantee you a job when you finish a course at Harvard. However, once you certify, companies call on us, Olam, Ghana, and what have you, to APSA to present you for interview. So our work is to present you for interviews. Whether you pass or you do not pass, that is your issue. And we like to make noise about you. When you certify, we'll put you on our social media platforms. And many companies contact us to send you over several. The good thing is that we have the employers and the employees on our platform. I just told you, HR directors of EcoBank, of Stanbic Bank, of Minerals Commission, of Access Bank, of Carl Bank, Ghana Airport, Newmont, all these guys certified from us. You can either meet them in the lecture hall or with us, that's your network, or when you certify, and they call on us to send it, because he too certified with this, it recognizes your qualification and that makes work much easier. So we assist you, but it is not a promise that we will get you a job. No, we don't do that. We have a whole unit that's as in a department that is in charge of aiding our certified candidates who are still not hooked up with any company yet. But like I said, you yourself in the lecture hall, take advantage of the people you see in the lecture hall to network, and then you certify. Okay. Somebody said, what is the structure in terms of installment? All we need it, you pay for each model a month. So model 1, 1,003, that's a PHR. Maybe you have the 1,003, you break it into 2, but model 1, you must complete model 1's payment within the month. So this session starts on the 11th of September. By the 11th of September, you're expected to pay for your model 1. No other payment is required from you. Like you pay your 1,003 if you're a PHR, 1,004 if you're a SPHR, 1,000 cedis if you are an APHR. No other payment is required from you until the following month, October. Then you face your second 1,003, that is your second modular payment. That is how the payment is structured. So folks, that is about it. Unfortunately, time is not our best ally. There are more than 100 questions pending. Unfortunately, we are unable to respond to them. Once again, our hotline is 0244 822 855. 0244 822 855. You can reach us by either phone call or by WhatsApp with any inquiry, and we will send you every detail you need to get enrolled and become a certified professional in human resources. Now, those of you joining us from outside, sometimes payment becomes a little bit of a challenge to you. Just reach us on this line. We will give you all our avenues you pay from outside, whether through Western Union. We will discuss with you what works for you and what is in your country. You can do direct wire transfer through our EcoBank account, and I think I've mentioned that's our payment platforms. If you are joining us from outside the country and the short code we are giving for mobile money doesn't work, make use of our EcoBank account. You can do a SWIFT transfer or contact us and we will discuss with you. Several people join us from Nigeria. I think the session, the cohort 27 that is ongoing, I have staff of the Nigeria Authority and the rest. They discuss with the course administrator and we give you the appropriate avenue your fees can be paid. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are grateful for your joining us for this session. Our hotline is 0244 822 855. You can engage us and then we'll continue the discussion. The course starts on the 11th of September. Registration is ongoing now. It closes officially on the 31st of August. And you are not supposed to be paying any course fee now. All you need to focus now is registration to secure a seat in the class. And then when the course takes off on September 11th, you'll be required to make your first installment of fee payment. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good evening.